A very warm welcome back to our continuing coverage of the India Open 2026. And we've reached our first single semi-final of the day. Chen Yu Fei seeded 4, that's against Wang Zhi Yi, the second seed. Although interestingly, Chen Yu Fei has absolutely dominated her fellow countrywoman. 10-1 on the head-to-head, would you believe? We'll see the other semi a little later on today. Chen Yu Fei, big favourite against Ratchanok Intanon, but it's that bottom semi-final we're concentrating on right now. Officials have just arrived on court, and so here come the players. Chen Yu Fei on the way out first. Of course, we pulled out last weekend just before her semi-final, the day before her semi-final against Chen Yu was scheduled to be played. Really seen too many ill effects from her this week, however. Wang Zhi Yi, who was some way below her best yesterday, came through, but she'll need to step it up a gear, you would suspect, against the 2020 Olympic champion.
Black, red. Right? So black for you. It's red. Design. You will receive, so you are serving.
Well, you saw confirmation of that 10-1 head-to-head record just go up on your screen. Wang Zhi Yi's only victory over Chen Yu Fei was at the Asian Championships back in 2024. And the last meeting was a very comfortable win for the woman on your screen. 21-11, 21-11, the final of the Singapore Open last June. World Rank 4, she has been top of the shop. That was some way ago, or some time ago, back in 2019. 19 World Tour titles, including 4 last year. Singapore Open being the highlight. Never won here, but she was runner-up a couple of years ago. As you can see, not dropped a game up to this point. Dismantled Han Yue in the quarter-final, and Bung Rumpan didn't even last 40 minutes. So that's a measure of the task facing Wang Zhi Yi today, even though she is ranked 2 in the world and is a 2-time Asian champion. Lost to An Se-young in the Malaysia Open final 6 days ago. Never got to the final here, actually. She had a great year last year. As we look at her progress here, which has been anything but encouraging, really. Sharma of India took her to 3 games, and so did Indira yesterday. I really do think, Bobby, she's going to need to improve on that quarter-final display. She's going to have a chance to improve her pretty dismal record against Chen Yu Fei.
Yeah, she looked nowhere near her best.
Ready to play?
Yesterday, Wang Zhi Yi. And she was in a great position in that early, in that first game. She had, it was either loads of game points or she had something like a 19-12 lead or something.
She had 6 game points, 2014 she had, yeah.
And allowed the Japanese to come back, and her game just went completely passive. Almost scared to go near the lines. I remember commenting that she won't be allowed to play like that against some of the best players. Chen Yu Fei and An Se-young obviously still in the draw. No Yamaguchi this week. But overall she just lacks the consistency of Chen Yu Fei. And also, she seems to get rattled at times and loses confidence. Don't see that much from Chen Yu Fei. Very difficult to string large numbers of points against Chen Yu Fei. She's so solid.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Wang Zhi Yi, China. And on my left, Chen Yu Fei, China. Wang Zhi Yi to serve. Love all. Play.
Chen Yu Fei just asking for perhaps a camera to be turned off or a light.
Taken care. Play on.
Early example, as if we needed it, of Chen Yu Fei's class.
Love.
Yeah, good deception. Must get to a point when your opponent's beating you 10 times to your just one victory.
1-all.
You're almost feel like you're starting the match miles down, don't you?
Yeah, a lot to be said for a psychological edge pre-match.
Good block.
One thing we saw with
Service over.
Wang Zhi Yi yesterday, a lot of unforced errors. Really found consistency difficult to attain, and she won't be able to get away with it against Chen Yu Fei, almost certainly.
Just effortless. How classy was that from Chen Yu Fei?
Floated it like a feather over the net.
Service over. 2-3. Three all.
Just timing issue there for Yu Fei. Didn't sound all that clean coming off the racket. Coming back off the net as well. Dictating almost every point so far, Chen Yu Fei. That's lovely. Landed in.
Service over, 4-3.
The shot quality from Chen Yu Fei is, always talk about it really, so high. What I like most about her is there are players that take on a shot that when it comes off it looks good, but it's high risk, and when it doesn't you're really in trouble. She refuses that all the time. Almost all the time. She just says, no, I'm not quite in balance, I'm not quite behind the shuttle. I'll put you back on the back line and wait for a better opportunity. And so often against
5-3.
good players, they're forced to play even riskier badminton themselves, and they make mistakes. And she just drags points away from people without really doing much.
Again, so accurate.
6-3.
Oh, under a bit of pressure. No, I'm not going to take anything on. I'm just going to put it back out of my opponent's reach slightly and restart the rally, get back to a neutral position.
3.
Yeah, and very well judged as well to let that go beyond the back line.
Service over, 4-7.
That's the first time she's done. Yeah, see the grimace on her face. First time she's taken something on when she's not in perfect balance.
Service over, 8-4. Service over, 5-8. Six, 8.
Almost looks like, not that she's bored, but almost looks like it's too easy for her at times, so she takes on something just to see how good her touch is today. A couple of points cheaply given away from Chen Yu Fei.
Money for old rope there, though. And
Service over.
Wang Zhi Yi
9-6.
knows that anything as loose as that is going to get the treatment, and that did. Well, she did well actually, just stay in the point.
Service
Wang Zhi Yi.
7-9.
Being pressurised in almost every exchange now. Done very well to keep the damage to 2 points, to be honest.
Yeah, she has. That's as much about Chen Yu Fei going for these types of shots when she's just lost her patience very slightly on a couple of occasions. There are a number of neutrals out there watching, including myself, that are really hoping for a Chen Yu Fei and Se Young final tomorrow, and hoping that they're both at their best. Good shot, Wang Zhi Yi.
You know you've just upset every member of the Wang Zhi Yi fan club.
10-7.
And the Ratchanok
I was going
Internon
to
fan
say,
club.
yeah, let's not forget Internon. Don't think we'd all mind if Internon makes the final. Only that it would be a bit of a upset.
Fault.
Oh, that's the best shot she's played today.
Service over. 8-10.
Has to string these really high quality shots together to beat Chen Yu Fei. Good touch at the net to set that up, make Chen Yu Fei late, slow in recovery, and then you've got to hit a perfect shot to the other line. I think Chen Yu Fei's really in top gear. Don't feel like she needs to be. Almost looks like she's in slow motion on the far side. Good net.
Well, she's back to within a point. Wang Zhi Yi now.
9-10.
Sets up nicely with that net shot, just catching the tape. Short lift. That's what I mean about those combinations. Good pickup. Chen Yu Fei throwing everything at Wang Zhi Yi.
Well, it was absolutely outstanding defence.
It's on the line, I think.
Yeah, it was. Outstanding defence initially in the point, and then she comes up with the brilliant winner. And Chen Yu Fei, despite kind of bossing the majority of the rallies, finds herself pegged back here. 10-all now. Well, that's out the back, but it's only a 1 point advantage. Wang Zhi Yi challenging, actually. Don't think with a massive amount of confidence, but obviously Hawkeye will look at it.
Yeah, you know how I feel about challenging a high shot, lift or clear to your opponent's back line.
And it can't be to get a break because they're on the, or they would be on the mid-game break, and they are indeed starting it now.
Challenge unsuccessful, one challenge remaining, service over, 11-10, interval. Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Eleven, 10. Play.
So let's see if Wang Zhi Yi can keep this tight in the second half of this opening game.
Fault.
That's a good start.
Service over. 11 all.
Another good 1-2 combination. Aggressive into the rear corner and perfectly placed smash.
Well now.
12-11.
Fighting fire with fire.
Looking confident, isn't she now? Wang Zhi Yi, the last few points.
Right on the hip of Chen Yu Fei. Do nothing with it. First time in this opening game that the world number 2's been ahead.
Wonderful rally again from Wang Zhi Yi.
11.
Still feel Chen Yu Fei's got another gear to go into. Sort of one pace from Chen Yu Fei for the most part. I feel like she can explode into a bit of aggressive attacking play if she chooses to. Perhaps it's the ends of the court. Wang Zhi Yi won the coin toss, elected that near side. Doesn't look as drifty again today, does it, as earlier in the week?
No, I was thinking that. Challenge here from Chen Yu Fei, that was called long.
Out. Challenge unsuccessful, one challenge remaining.
So starting to pull away now in this first game.
14-11. Play.
What's going through Chen Yu Fei's mind right now?
recovery from Wang. Oh, it's gone long again.
15-11.
Five points in a row, I think, from Wang Zhi Yi.
Got the bit between the teeth here.
16-11.
6 points in a row since the break.
Definitely the more aggressive the last 7 or 8 minutes.
So Rott stopped.
Service over.
But is it
12,
in time?
16.
They're having a lovely time, those two.
Lovely technique. Just changed the angle of the racket head at the last moment.
Thirteen, 16. Service over.
Well, one step forward
17,
and another one
13.
back for Chen Yu Fei at the moment. Another soft point conceded, went long again. It's at least 3 times since the interval she's done that.
Oh. 18, 13. Nineteen, 13.
It's been bizarre first game. Since the interval, Chen Yu Fei's pretty much capitulated.
Considering how well she was playing at the very start, she went 7-2 up. Looking very solid. Surely she's left it too late in this game.
And that lovely little shot
20
brings up 7 game points for the world number 2.
Early part of the second game is really going to tell the story of where Chen Yu Fei is, both mentally and physically. How much she wants it, how much her body will allow her to take control.
Service over. 14, 20.
Nicely constructed point.
20.
Former world number 1, but Just giving herself too much to do here, surely, in the first game.
Too few rallies like this, yeah, for a former Olympic champion.
You need doctor?
Another dive, I think. Wang Zhi Yi just grazing her hand. Wang Zhi Yi working hard.
Game.
Well, it seems strange to describe the world number 2 winning the opening game against the world number 4 as a shock, but I think to most observers it will be. Chen Yu Fei has had such a great record in the past against Wang Zhi Yi, but not so far today. The opening game relatively straightforward after she dominated the second half of it, and it's 1-love, Wang Zhi Yi ahead.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds.
So let's see the response now then of Chen Yu Fei.
Second game, love all.
Who visibly wilted, really. Second half of that opening game. And now under a bit of pressure against the woman she's beaten on
Service
10
over.
occasions in their 11 meetings to date.
Yeah, there was an extended interval there as Wang Zhi Yi was receiving a lot of medical treatment to that hand. Almost looked like frantic firefighting on her side. The contrast, Chen Yu Fei looked like she was sat there in some Zen trance the entire time.
Well, maybe losing that opening game is going to shake her out of her lethargy here, because it was a very un-Chen Yu Fei-like display in that first game.
Yeah, that hand again's gone down underneath the racket. What's going on? Wang Zhi Yi, I think she needs more medical attention.
Well, this isn't good. It looked, I thought, initially fairly innocuous, but clearly that isn't the case. So we're going to have the medical staff back on court. And this is a bit worrying.
Blood on the court, I think that I could hear.
Okay.
Can't be helped, of course, but it must be very frustrating for Chen Yu Fei, who was having to wait before the game started quite a while. Gets off to a good start here, and any momentum being interrupted. Well, they haven't done anything to Wang Zhi Yi, just the court.
Well, let's hope it doesn't hamper her in any
Two
way.
love.
2-love, Chen Yu Fei then.
Service over.
Well,
1,
there we go.
2.
Disrupting a rhythm for sure.
Service over. 2-all.
Of course, it was a defeat to a fellow countrywoman that didn't force Chen Yu Fei to have a break from the game. She chose to after she lost to He Bingjiao in the quarterfinals of the Paris Olympics in 2024. Went to Australia for a couple of months. Decided if she really wanted to come back to the game, and in the end, that was the choice. Well, I think most neutral observers are very glad that she did return. Because as you said earlier, her battles with An Se-young when they're both at their best are fantastic to watch.
Mistimed shot from Wang Zhi Yi.
3-all.
Should have done better there, Wang. Good shot. Cross block from Wang Zhi Yi.
4-3.
Seems like she was forcing Wang to play tighter and tighter in the end, forcing the mistake.
Well, that was absolutely arrow straight down the line.
5-3. Six, 3.
It's had impetuous maybe there from world number 2.
Yeah, it was wild, wasn't it?
Not a lot of margin for error in that shot where Chen Yu Fei was.
Service over. 4-6.
Well, naturally, we've got a Chinese player in the women's singles final. We know that much. Makes it a little bit trickier, doesn't it? Not having coaching staff down there when you're playing your country woman.
Yeah, that's wonderfully well done. Moved Chen Yu Fei all around the court there.
5-6.
Created the space.
Yeah, great rally.
Looks like we've got another little interruption here. Official back on court.
Blood.
Some more blood on the court, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what we could hear. Hopefully the men in white coats aren't coming to carry Wang Zhi Yi away.
Well, I think they're going to have to put some kind of a protective plaster on that injury, aren't they? If the blood keeps dripping onto the court.
Yeah, tricky part is it's her racket hand. Don't want too much bulky strappings and plasters to affect the grip. And that's the difficulty I imagine she faces.
You basically want the thinnest kind of protection you can get, really.
Yeah, depends where the injury is. Normally around the knuckles or the middle part of your fingers, finger joints. It's normally around there when they dive. Pinky finger by the looks of it.
5-6. Service over, 7-5.
Well, she's still getting some encouragement from Chen Yu Fei, isn't she, Wang Zhi Yi, in these errors?
Yeah, it can't be helped, but I don't think the game is being helped by the interruptions.
Yeah, it's a bit stop-start, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't really get free-flowing just yet. Good length. It's a good rally.
How many points
Service
did
over.
Chen Yu Fei fritter away in the first game, going beyond the back line? Seriously, I think it was 6 or 7.
Had to be, yeah. It's relatively quick, isn't it, in here, inside the Indira Gandhi arena. Neither ends are slow. One's just a little quicker than the other.
Error of judgment there.
Service over, 8-7.
Neither long nor wide.
It's gone again.
Service over, 8-all.
Just goes to show how important Chen Yu Fei feels it is to keep Wang Zhi Yi on the back line. Good rally.
Well, that should give a huge amount of confidence, because it looked like Chen Yu Fei was in the ascendancy there. Battled really well to stay in the point and then found the winner.
Yeah, did so well here. Coping with that pressure from Chen.
Only beaten her once, remember, in 11 previous matches. Well, she's got a chance today for sure. She can maintain that kind of level.
Service over.
Gets away with the little trick shot, Chen Yu Fei. It's hard to know whether it's a sign of total confidence still, or whether she's actually feeling a bit of mental pressure and decided to try something different. Took a risk. Superb shot. What a lovely cross drop.
10-9.
And that was from very, very deep in the court too.
Yeah, it's easy to get this wrong, to either play with bad quality and allow your opponent to take control with you having a lot of ground to make up, or to even make an error. She did brilliantly there to play that as accurately as she did. Short.
So a 2-point lead
11,
for Chen Yu Fei. She attempts to fight
Interval.
back here. A slight edge for the world number 4 at the break.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Yeah, 11-9. Play.
Nice weighted shot
Service over.
from Wang Zhi Yi.
10-11.
I like the way she's getting animated as well after winning points.
Don't see that very often.
11 all.
Complete miss-hit from Chen Yu Fei.
Threaded down the line.
Service over. 12-11.
Catching the paint. What a contrast to the previous attempted winning shot in the last rally. Hard fought.
Well, she was never getting there, Wang Zhi Yi, so she was very relieved to hear the call. That said, Chen Yu Fei wants Hawkeye to check.
I think she'll need a little bit of luck here, Chen Yu Fei.
No, she got it.
She's got it. Wow.
Correction in. (13-11).
She couldn't walk over there and place the shuttle any better.
Play.
Bit of anger in that.
14-11.
Yeah, right at the beginning of the match, we saw a loose defensive shot from Wang, punished.
(15-11).
Wang Zhi Yi's shot quality, her length of shots into the rear court in particular, has been very good today, hasn't it? We haven't seen her make as many errors out the back.
Service over, 12-15.
Wang did well, coping with all that pressure. Straight from the return of serve. Good rally, one of the longest we've seen.
Out. 13-15.
She loses this match, Chen Yu Fei. That back line's going to give her a nightmare this evening, I think. How many times?
Yeah, this must have been, what, 6 in this game already?
You want to change?
Probably 8 in the first.
Play.
Well left.
14-15.
Left to right drift, as we've seen all week, coming into play. Albeit a lot less than it was affecting the match from Tuesday and Wednesday.
Service over, 16-14.
Smile on her face after missing that. I wonder what she was thinking. Good length from Wang. Excellent.
Well, a bit of luck at a very, very important time for Chen Yu Fei. Made a big difference, that. 17-14 or 16-15.
Just nothing you can do, is there?
Well, I think it was actually, it wasn't just even the net cord. I think it was going wide, and the net cord kind of dragged it back. That's very bad luck for Wang Zhi Yi. But when you get a break like that, you need to take advantage of it. Chen Yu Fei in position here to potentially level this match.
Service over.
Wang Zhi Yi hasn't read the memo.
17.
Gets up early here, Wang. Chen on the back foot. It's more like it from Chen Yu Fei.
18-15.
Great footwork timing. Wang Zhi Yi needs to try and do more. That defensive shot down to her right.
Service over. 16-18.
Dragged it wide.
It's looking ominous, isn't it,
18.
for Chen Yu Fei? Yes, she had that lock off the net cord the previous rally, but this, she should have finished. Just a little push into the body would have been enough.
I mean, she's still got her nose in front just, but she's just not looking a normal, self-assured nature. That's the worry for Chen Yu Fei fans.
Good rally. That's a better defense from Wang. Quality from Chen Yu Fei gets through.
19-17.
Yeah, and that's not going to help Wang Zhi Yi's hand either, because she really jarred it and she landed there.
Good power in that wrist on the backhand side. No, you're right. I mean, if she keeps going down on that hand, it's just going to keep getting more and more annoying. Seems okay.
She won't go away though, will she?
Service over.
Like an annoying fly
19.
buzzing around Chen Yu Fei. Really making her pull out every effort if she wants to get on level terms here by winning this game.
Magnificent setup. Getting ready to pounce off that left leg.
Well, Chen Yu Fei fans probably can't look.
We're at the hour mark as well, by the way. We haven't finished the second.
That landed in. And here are game points
Service over.
for the former world number one,
Game
two of them.
point, 18.
What a bad leave. Good position there, Wang. She could have played that. Good defense.
Service over. 19-20.
Nerve shredding out there at the moment.
Chen, pass the shuttle.
Chen Yu Fei within 1 point now of levelling this match, and obviously Wang Zhi Yi, if she saves this game point, she needs a couple to take the victory. So a lot of tension out there. Two of the best players in the world.
Great.
Really rewarded for all that hard work in defence, Wang Zhi Yi. One more to get on level terms, and if she does, I think that's a huge mental edge for Wang. Should have won it there.
Brilliant reactions from Chen Yu Fei.
Seeing some of these great rallies right at the end of this second game now. Oh,
Hesitant, wasn't it? It really was a nervy little shot, that. And she normally plays the big points so well. Not that time.
just looked a bit tired, Chen Yu Fei, into that final shot.
Play.
We are over an hour.
All about nerve. 20 all. Huge point. It's wide, and she's going to challenge it, obviously. But if this doesn't get overturned, having saved 2 game points, Wang Zhi Yi is going to have a match point of her own. But let's check Hawkeye first.
That's not getting overturned. This is great.
Just couldn't ask for any more drama, could you, really?
Challenge
match point it is.
One challenge remaining.
You have to say, it's really fully deserved, I think, Wang Zhi Yi to be in this position. You count back all those errors, especially on the back line from Chen Yu Fei, and you've got to say, you can't deserve to be in a final winning position. So credit to Wang Zhi Yi to get here.
Yeah, can she take a chance? Got the serve away, that was the first battle. Well, produces the brilliance when she needs it.
Service over. 21 all.
Excellent fighting spirit. And when the pressure really is on, still having the confidence to go out to the line.
Wait.
Yeah, she doesn't do safe, does she? Match point down. That was heading straight for the paint, and it was wide enough that Wang Zhi Yi couldn't reach it. And we've got another medical issue here at 21 all. I think in diving for that, I think Wang Zhi Yi may just have aggravated that finger injury again. Some blood on the court. Really not an opportune time, but obviously they've got no choice. They can't have blood on the court.
That's interesting.
I think she's reticent to have any kind of strapping because it's obviously, as you said, it's a racket hand, but I think what they're saying to her is we can't keep having interruptions to get blood off the court.
Oh, well, they have to get the blood off the court. I mean, that's not negotiable, but I think I heard the referee saying, look, don't pull that plaster off. We'll look at it properly at the interval.
Right.
Unless she wins this match, of course, and then she won't need to worry. But for the moment, she's got to continue with it on as it is.
Couldn't hit it any harder than that. Second chance.
22-21.
Well, she maintained her focus even with that medical break. This for the match, this for a place in the final.
It's there.
I think she's gone wide.
Yeah, I think
Chen Yu Fei challenges
Wang Zhi Yi has got 1 foot and 4 toes in the final unless this gets overturned.
I saw that as wide.
Me too. It looked to be just spiralling beyond the sideline. Anxious wait for her in particular. If this doesn't get overturned, she's history in the India Open.
She's walking back towards the net.
And Wang Zhi Yi has a place in the final, and that's a really gutsy display. Only the second time she's ever beaten Chen Yu Fei, and with a hand injury to boot. She held the nerve at the death, and it's a massive victory, and she makes the final of a major event for the second time in a week.
Yeah, might be higher in the rankings, but she's definitely the underdog today. But a really
21-15, 23,
a really
21.
valuable performance, dug deep, kept her consistency high, took advantage of all those mistakes from Chen Yu Fei. For me, deserves it.
Yeah, Chen Yu Fei was below par by her own very high standards, no question, but nonetheless, Wang Zhi Yi had to dig very deep, save 2 game points in that second game, and she will be in tomorrow's final against either An Se-young, which would be a repeat of Malaysia if it happens, or Ratchanok Intanon. Chen Yu Fei as ever taking defeat in a very sporting way. (21-15), 23-21, long match for just the 2 games, 68 minutes on call. Well, stay with us because coming up next we've got our second women's doubles semi-final. This features the top seeds Lu and Tan of China against the ultra-consistent Baek and Yi of Korea. That's in a moment. We are at the Indira Gandhi Arena for semi-final Saturday here at the India Open. And we're moving on to a women's doubles, the second women's doubles semi-final. This one bringing together Lu Shengshu and Tan Ning of China, the top seeds, up against Baek Ha Na and Lee So Yi of Korea.